Okay, we are going to count it down in 3,
2, 1. Tetris! And we have a very tightly connected match here. Gwafey is 42nd on ELO, Hydrant is 37 on ELO, and Coal is 38 on ELO. So
and then where does Dengler fit into this?
Dengler is 16th on the overall leaderboard.
Oh, so okay. So Dengler of the top 4 seems to be a little bit higher rated than the other players. And if we're looking at the qualifiers as well, Dengler with that 1 seed did look to be the most consistent in terms of getting max outs of these players. However, has some interesting boards here. Cole's getting high up as well. This is looking very dangerous. Takes safety triple, gets the Tetris. Beautiful play by Cole. Dengler just trying to burn out. Has to waste a long bar there, but gets another one soon after, gets a Tetris. Only about a Tetris back now.
Hydrant with a very dirty Tetris. Getting that board back under control.
Hydrant is built 3 rows up. That is something that I would not advise anyone doing.
And
but
again, back to back with the dirty.
Might as well go for it. This is such a weird hole. Gets a square though, so is Tetris ready? And gets another one.
Back 3 back, and then a split triple burn.
Yes.
Cole is a little bit spiry.
Set up for the T-spin and just now gives up on it. No longer set up for the T-spin.
Well, you know, you don't have the 7 bags. You can't count on them in this version of the game.
And so we're looking at that burning that Hydrant had to do, setting up 3 rows up. Actually has a slightly about neck and neck actually right now with Gwafey on the bottom. So Gwafey unable to really take advantage of Hydrant being in a slightly precarious position there.
And that's what happens when you can build 3 rows dirty.
Now, Dengler also having to finagle the board a little bit, but gets the right pieces, gets these tucks, gets the Tetris, 172 at 45 lines here.
Hydrant bailed just in time with 4 bars in rapid succession. Looks like Hydrant's gonna just stick with 1 off the ground
nice
and go
there.
dusty.
Now it's just has another hole in the stack. Hydrant
And
just
dusty for Hydrant.
unable to like really get the board clear enough. Is still scoring though, which is very impressive. But sooner or later, he's gonna he needs to get these burns and open them back up. But still just weird board state right now. Gwafey is now starting to really get these just bog standard right well Tetrises and just try and expand the lead here. Although now is building center wells himself. Not anymore.
Cole missed a tuck, which is going to give Dengler a bit of runway if he can capitalize on it.
Ooh, square tuck there from Cole and gets the Tetris right after. 258 to 272 on the top, 233 to 203 on the bottom here.
Gwafey with a little bit of a spire.
So Kyros, how's your RWX been?
Oh, I mean, it has been nothing but Tetris, and I couldn't be happier. Tetris, and I took a picture of the pinball machine sent to my wife to make her jealous that she's not here.
Oh,
I hope she's watching. Love you, honey.
Always shout out the wife. I mean, you could bring her next year. Why not? She can just go off and play pinball all day, and then you can come over and do Tetris all day.
She explicitly suggested this plan. So next year, we're coming back, Hartford.
Yeah. I mean, this has been...
dirty center well for Hydrant.
I don't exactly remember the length of every other regional qualifier, but Hartford, we've been going since 2019. This is our 4th edition here. And actually based off of the players we have now, Hydrant won 2 years ago, but the other 3 players all haven't won, so we could see a new champion this year for the 4th time.
You know, the diversity of the scene is just really incredible, especially in the recent years with the playstyle revolution that's been taking place.
Yeah, you'll notice that, well, we don't have good controller cams right now, but all 4 players that are currently on the screen are rolling. So it's really showing that, you know, Das might not be dead, and we saw Svalbard play.
Line spin.
We saw, some tap earlier, but rolling really is just the dominant play style now.
And, against what seems to be intuitive, it is easier to pick up from scratch, I think, than hyper tapping, certainly. Just looking at how many more people can do it.
Well, yeah, and especially now people like that are starting off new. Like earlier today, Chaotic Hazel has a 500K with only about 6 months of play. She's starting off with rolling, not going through the growing pains of learning DAS and then learning how to hyper tap and then learning how to roll. It's just, oh, rolling's the thing to do. I'm just going to start with rolling.
We've got transitions coming up for Coal and Dengler. Dengler definitely going to transition high 500s.
Yeah. All right, Coal can get one more Tetris here. 522 to 557 on the top. Hydrant first transition at 490. Gwafey, a little bit of an interesting board. Is going to want to clear this out, but gets it 487 now. And just trying to get these pieces here, opens the well back up, gets the Tetris to go to 513, 502 for Hydrant. And then slightly higher on the top, 595 to 607. Dengler with a slight lead.
And they are
Coal,
off to the races.
Yes, into that post-transition.
$657K for the Dengler.
Ooh, a little bit of a misdrop there from Coal. He's going to need to try and get something over the left, get something left, but he's going to need to open this hole in the middle. Blocks it, could have used that lawn bar there. And Coal just needs something for this right. He's throwing pieces left and right. Oh my gosh, this survival. Coal.
Let's go.
That's
Come on.
And now just needs something to fill in that hole there.
Give him something,
Where is
Lord.
the lawn bar
Anything.
here? Uses the T, has it blocked. Ooh, could have gone long bar flat there, decides not to. But is opening this up. On the bottom, oh, Gwafey tops out 574. Hydrant at 622 with the touch, 651. Takes game number one. And Coal, meanwhile, is just working on this dig.
What was the score? 574.
574. And Coal just isn't able to get the pieces. Oh, misses the tuck there. And Coal, it's just, it's hard.
Coal has absolutely
I
zero
know
quit.
Dengler is just, meanwhile, Dengler just stacking up points, finishes 815, 628, 400 for Coal. Great survival, but ultimately it's just too high up.
2 game ones and 3, 2, 1, Tetris! You were mentioning earlier Chaotic Hazel in terms of the new players. I Tetris Ranger is actually Chaotic Hazel's father.
Yes.
So seeing the father and daughter Tetris match, I actually had to ask, and I just felt like it was a legitimate question. Who got who into this game?
Yeah.
It's a legitimate question at this point.
Well, you think about it, and it's like, I was talking with Bidwell earlier, it's like the amount of different generations that we've had of classic Tetris. We had, even like the Jonas, like back in 2010, that was in a sense almost even sometimes second generation Tetris players. And then of course we have the Joseph Saley hyper tapping revolution. Now we have Cheesefish, the Blue Scooty, the rolling revolution. We've had like 4 or even 5 different generations of Tetris players.
I mean, Crash was really a watershed moment for in terms of larger sport visibility.
Oh yeah, that was something that really brought Tetris into the whole global community and just made popular news. And that's not something that we've really had truly before to that level, to that extent.
Oh, and it's wild to watch the stages of the scene as well as the stages of the players.
Speaking of these players, Colback at 67,000, Dengler 136, Tetris to 159. Dengler with a really big lead, and Cole's just trying to get these
setting
points.
up the overhang extreme.
Yeah. Meanwhile, on the bottom, Gwafey with about a 1 Tetris lead here over Hydrant, 164 to 133, more like a Tetris and a half. And just has a nice right well, is playing fairly clean, even compared to Dengler on the top here. Dengler's got this kind of weird slope stack on the right. Gwafey's just now at the hole, but fairly flat, just fairly simple play, which is really what you want sometimes.
Oh, you want to keep the board simple, keep the board accommodating. Don't develop parity issues, and just always build out your left.
Yeah. So imagine a checker, but no.
All right, crossing the 254 Dengler to 108 for Coal.
Yeah, Dengler, I mean, a little bit of a weird stack, but in a sense can afford to take some of these burns, just having this 140, 150,000 point lead built up over Cole.
Anything can happen, and 18 is still incredibly relevant because sometimes boards spin out of control.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe not with these higher players, but still even at times it's like if you get high enough on 18, you can and will top out early, and that really hurts your chances at winning.
Well, and like the points that you miss for even a small hole in a stack.
Yeah, if you burn 4 lines, that's a whole 22,000 points that you're missing
Cole,
out on.
Cole is getting up real high.
Oh, Cole has a very interesting board state here, but nice tuck there.
Oh,
gets a long bar to fill in the hole.
Excellent survival.
Hopefully can just...
Oh, the S spin.
Might roof burn here. Gwafey now playing 2 off the bottom. Hydrant got some holes, so all of our players here run into a few complications here, so no one's really playing anything close to perfect.
A little bit of traffic in the set. That happens.
Exactly. Gwafey here gets a Tetris to go to 335. Still has a slight lead over Hydrant at 301.
Dengler is running away with a relatively clean game.
Yeah, if Cole doesn't start getting Tetris this year, he's going to have to go really hard post-transition and possibly might even have to rely on a 29 chase down. Things get really desperate.
Hydrant's also gotten back to clean at this point. Gwafey needs the bail.
I mean, Gwafey's getting high up and is playing 2 off the bottom, but is still playing pretty well right now. 386 at 98 lines. Ooh, goes for the double tuck and gets it. Beautiful little thing there.
I'll tell you, yeah, no, Cole is in a little bit of the struggle, yes, but there's just so much happening when you're doing two games of this caliber at the same time. 2 games, 4 screens.
Hydrant is kind of high up on the right here. Needs to get that long bar over, and gets another one. Oh no! Pulls it back too early, and needs to get it out of this mess right now.
Hydrant on the LJ,
and even with
gets the fin. Really needs something for that left.
Needs something for the right now. It's either J or line gets the J. The L, sorry. And gets the long bar over left. It's going to need another one.
Extremely dirty Tetris.
Gets out of it, but has only 11 lines to transition right now. Needs to clean up this board before the 19 speed increase. Can't get that T over left.
Okay,
this might be it.
Is going to need a little bit of a miracle. Gets the left. What a spin.
What a spin. And Hydrant's going to at least have a more manageable board here going into the 19 transition. Transitions at 381. Gwafey taking advantage of those burns at 475 now. So a little bit, about 80,000 point lead there.
Hydrant now, and that's the thing, really remarkable survival right before the transition. Like that board, even 4 piece drops beforehand would not have been this manageable.
Not at all. And we've also transitioned on the top now. 408 for Cole, 622 for Dengler, 200,000 point lead. Cole is really going to need to step on it and hope that Dengler can just top out so he can win.
Gwafey has been a very, very strong breakout player. Clearly a lot of practice. This was remarked on some earlier comms. First hit in my radar 2 CTWCs ago, but been tearing it up in CTMs as well, as I understand.
Yeah, well, just today at qualifiers, dropped 6 max outs within an hour, which actually beat his CTWC qualifier, which he only got 5 max outs. And here, we only had an hour for qualification, so had more max outs in half the time.
Yeah, it's like...
So he's playing very well just today in general, but also just has been growing as a player and is starting to get a bit more recognition.
I mean, it's seldom you see like such a great measurement of that kind of increase. We've got 635 to 634, neck and neck match down on the bottom screen. Really about a dead heat, I think. Hydrant not barely a Tetris ahead in lines.
Yeah, this is the most neck. 667 to 668, 670, 669. Hey now, but Tetris for Hydrant goes to 701. Very close on the bottom. On the top though, Cole's pulled it back a little bit. Now it's 653 to 813. So has gone about maybe a Tetris back, but is just trying to build this and is demolished his right side and is just needing to clean up the board now. And Dengler's going to be able to just pile on this lead.
I believe Gwafey's been in 2 CTWCs, chat.
Oh, beautiful tuck into the Tetris there for Gwafey on the bottom. 714, now 747 to Hydrant's about 800,000 right now.
Cole's in a bit of an awkward build.
Cole, the misdraw.
Needs to veil this aggressively.
But at this point, he's going to need Dengler to top out, and he's going to need to have some 29 play to have a chance to win.
But there is absolutely no quit in Cole.
Not at all. He's going to kill screen whether he's going to win or not.
Speaking of kill screen, we're getting close to that on the bottom of this match too. 847 to 904, 905.
Yeah, but Hydrant's a couple Tetrises ahead in terms of line pace, and so Gwafey could be able to make it up. And Cole hangs out long bar left, is going to get the long bar over left, but just is running out of time, and I don't think it's going to happen for
And
Cole.
we have thrill screen on the bottom. 924. Both players. Ooh, Gwafey hangs an L.
Oh, and Hydrant gets triple there.
Oh my goodness.
Gwafey just needs any sort of lines he can get right now. He's going to top out at 930, 940. Hydrant at 945 takes it. Both players on the top now on the thrill screen. Cole's getting high. He's going to need to clear any lines. He's going to top out here at 731. Dengler
with the max out.
With the max out. So once again, our 1 seed and our 3 seed, our odd seeds, take the match, take the game there, and they're both up 2-0 right now. So we could see 2 sweeps, we could see 2 reverse sweeps, or we could just see something else. But who knows?
I mean, who knows? But regardless, what we are seeing is some great play. All players, increment your seeds. We got 2 out of 4 ready. We got 3 out of 4 ready. We got 4 out of 4 ready. All right, all players. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. What excellent games we are seeing.
It's great. We had 4 kill screens from our 4 players here. It's just the consistency that these players have getting to level 29, and in terms of, I think, all of our players also getting to level 30 and beyond. Mm-hmm. It's incredible.
Oh, as I said, very tightly contested, and it's going to be an exciting game.
Cole just with some early misdrops here. I don't know if this mistuck, misspin, but just has weird 5-high hole in the middle of his board in column 3, which could set up well for column 3 Tetris.
I think that's what we're going to see.
We're going to see this. And has the well open, gets the long bar, bang rang, Tetris.
Whoever had the column 3 Tetris parlay.
Guys, break out your Tetris bingo cards, all right?
And just because we have already made our $500 goal for the Matcherino to reward the top 4 doesn't mean that you should slow down and spare any haste in getting us to the 1,000, where we could reward, in fact, the top 8.
We got Ryan Dengler, $5, saying, "Go Dengler, go!" And I have no idea how much Dengler can hear me. He's got the AirPods in. We should probably ask him what he's listening to after this. See what he's listening to get into the zone. Kyros, do you listen to music playing Tetris, or do you?
I do upon occasion. So obviously I listen to the Tetris Effect Connected soundtrack when I'm playing Tetris Effect Connected. Kingsman, thank you for your donation.
He brings the total up to $669.69. That is a double
That
hey
is,
now, hey now.
That is very
this
nice.
This is what dreams are made
Very
of.
nice of you.
And if you really want to help us out, you can ruin that donation total and help us get up to $1,000, help pay out our top 8 competitors here.
Have to make it happen. Oh, and bits for the Vits. Got to throw bits for the Vits.
Bits for the Vits, baby. So,
but you can also donate for the Vits to the Matcherino.
Yes.
In this case.
So halfway through level 18, 326 to 310 on the top, so slight lead for Cole. 273 to 350 on the bottom. Hydrant once again with the lead, and is looking like he might be taking this in the sweep. But of course, we have to see what happens. End of 18, into transition, and what even might happen in 29.
It's still early game. Still very early game.
Nice T-tuck there for Gwafey. Gets the Tetris, go to 300,000. But Hydrant still with this like 3 Tetris lead.
These scores are incredibly efficient for this point in the game as well.
The points to line ratio was.
Yeah, I don't have the we don't have the calculation of the Tetris rate exactly. But
we're not saying the P word. It's the points to line ratio. But the points to line ratio is very good.
Is this like saying the name of the Scottish play in a theater?
Oh yeah, exactly. Is this a theater? Are we counting this as a Macbeth? Ah, great. I'm gonna break my leg walking out of here, aren't I?
There is a wrestling match next door, so.
I mean the wrestling's died down. I know after this we'll probably go have our photo shoot. You know, Kingsman, you love his voice. You know, he's a big wrestling fan. His commentary is wrestling inspired, and last year we got some good shots of him and Bidwell in the wrestling ring.
Strong tucks on Cole's side, really maintaining really solid board. Over 500K at 100 lines up top.
Yeah.
That's real strong, you know what.
Yeah, it's still not bad on the bottom either here. Hydrant 522 at 112. Gwafey with that Tetris goes to 485.
We're going to be seeing 600 transitions.
Tetris gets it with the perfect transfer back to column 10, 508 at 114. So only about 2 Tetrises behind. Cole 558, 563 to Dengler. That's very neck and neck on the top.
Yeah, we're going to see some extremely hotly contested games. Max out's very in the realm of possibility.
Max outs, I'm talking about 1.3s, baby.
I mean,
ooh,
the potential is there.
Yeah.
Nah.
But Dengler getting a little high up here. He's going to just want to get these burns done. He's trying to not put weight on that hole there, but just not getting necessarily the right pieces
the
here.
survival is happening, but we
has
need the
well
bail.
Open, gets the Tetris, so he's going to be able to bring it down. 638 transition for Dengler, 657 on the top for Cole, 580 and 582 on the bottom here. We are off with the races now, folks.
Gwafey's going to need some extremely consistent drops.
Oh, if
and
missed out
them.
on the Tetris, the absolute filthiest Tetris there.
Hey, you can't Tetris if you're dead.
That's very fair as well. With some weird holes in the stack right now. He's burning them out from the top, though, very nicely. But just isn't getting the pieces here to completely get out of this dig. Oh, and put some
Cole's
weight
very
on
comfortable at that height, as we've seen, pulling off absolutely insane survival.
Yeah, but just
multiple games.
The more digs the more of the digs he has, the better that Dengler can get back into it. 754 to 721. It's about a Tetris and a half lead there for Cole, but has a hole at the bottom of the stack. Won't be able to touch it to the long bar here. Could really help out Dengler.
Gwafey a little more than a Tetris ahead on the bottom match.
Gets another one to 740, 671 for Hydrant. Tetris is to 700,000 at 179.
About a 3.5-ish Tetris lead.
Yeah, all 4 of our players with a couple of death-defying moves, being very high up on the board and setting up tucks and spins that I wouldn't dream of doing. But Cole, a little bit of an overhang, might be able to fix this. Gets the right pieces to tuck
Hydrant
in.
set up for the Vits.
Hydrant's waiting on that long bar. Oh, and just burns out of it. It's just not getting a long bar right now. Gets it, uses to set up, waits for one more. Where's the long bar for Hydrant? You know, Gwafey with some holes in the center here. Both players burning. Oh, and Hydrant misses the spin.
Double dependency. Bringing it down.
It's a race to see who can get out of this dig the fastest on the bottom. Meanwhile, on the top, Cole's playing one off from the bottom. Dengler needs something to fill in this left, getting the left, well, going. And is set up for the Tetris now. Gets the Tetris.
On track for a 27 max.
Both our players on the top threatening max outs. Dengler with each with their next Tetris will max out, and that's, oh! Missed shot for Dengler, gets another long bar though, that's one.
Max out for Dengler.
That's one. I'm gonna keep that slow just because Cole looking for something for this left here. And gets the left well Tetris for it.
Well, dirty for Cole.
Now Hydrant and Gwafey each high 800s now. In 28. Hydrant transitions to 29, 933. Gwafey transitions to 895. And now it's just who can do well here in the thrill screen.
1-1 for Dengler, 1-1 for Cole.
For both these matches, it's a race to see who can last the longest. You don't want to top out. Going for Tetrises might get you more points, but it could cause you to top out. Oh, and Dengler can't get that long bar over. Not again.
Cole is in a chase down, 115.
Cole just needs 30,000 points here.
1-1-2-6.
Triples are your best friend here. Meanwhile, on the bottom, 968 to 940 now for Gwafey. Both players are just taking as many skims as possible right now. No one's really setting up for any Tetris. Got it for Cole.
And Cole
987 for Hydrant right now. Gwafey was set up, takes the burn. He's set up now, gets the Tetris, 998 to 991. And there's the max out for Gwafey, and there's the max out for Hydrant. We have quad max outs on the board, everyone. And here we go into level 34 for these players now. Hydrant trying to set up here, set up for the Tetris, gets the Tetris! And Gwafey at 1,058,000, gets a Tetris! 1 exactly. B-score perfect for Gwafey right now. Hydrant now needs a Tetris. Although Gwafey getting high. Isn't gonna get out of this. Hydrant could just burn down here. Hydrant.
Hydrant needs 1-1-1.
He's gonna need something to get over this left here. Gets the 5-tap. And needs a Tetris. Gets it! Woo! Hydrant with the center well Tetris.
1.12.
In a sweep.
Let's keep rolling with this semifinal match in 3, 2, 1. Tetris! All right.
Now this is a lot easier for us. We only have to watch one game.
It's true. Only one game, 2 players, and
I have enough time a hard enough time trying to focus on even one game at a time, let alone 4.
I mean, especially 4 games that were all in extremely exciting moments, all at the same time, pretty much.
Our players giving us lots of highlights. Clips team, if we have one of those, better be clipping every single one of those games. Meanwhile, both players perfect through 3. I don't know, we might see, I mean, we got Dengler with the perfect max out. We might see 2 of these here live in comp.
I mean, you know what? Let's make it happen.
I mean, just think going back to 2019 when Joseph got the first max out at a CTWC, that was revolutionary. And now we have players. We had 4 1.1s at the same time at a regional in the semi-finals. It's ludicrous.
Oh, the game
Cole
has changed.
Oh my gosh, trying to get that square over.
We really need some pieces.
Yeah. Oh.
Is that high-level Cole survival?
Needs that T-spin. Missed that T-spin. Can't get the long bar over. Tops out at 23 lines, 116,000. Dengler at 142. You've taken the game and the match. And game 4 is no more.
And there's another one for Sam, 687 at 125, and another one, 710. 660 for Sidnev. But still, 70,000 points behind Sam and gets a 734 transition in comp.